So we will start the stub. Now in the stub, why we require the stub? I hope I am audible. Sir, you can confirm.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here the next topic is impedance matching, and today we are going to discuss it, as well as after discussing we are going to uh, go for the practicals. So I hope that all of you will have the Smith chart. If you will have Smith chart with you, so it is well and good. So it is required. Now, by using the Smith chart, there are two impedance matching techniques. That is by using the lumped element and by using the stub. Okay. So we are going for the impedance matching by using the single stub. Now, what is this single stub? So single stub. Now in this single stub, what is this single stub? Now, if you will see here that you will have some transmission line. Suppose this is the example of transmission line. Okay. And in this transmission line, you will have this Z0 as the input impedance, or Z0 is the characteristics impedance. Okay. And here at this end of this transmission line, what you do, you have this ZL, you have kept some ZL, some impedance, it is ZL. Impedance, it is continuous line. Okay. So it will be the continuous line. Now, if you will remember the maximum power transfer theorem, what is the maximum power transfer theorem? That is the basic of this impedance matching. Now in this impedance matching, if you will have the maximum power transfer theorem, so what maximum power transfer theorem says, that is your Z0, whatever this Z0, it must be the complex conjugate of ZL. What do you mean by this complex conjugate? Complex conjugate, as we discussed previously, that is if this Z0 is if it is R plus JX, the R value is the real and JX is the imaginary, as we did last time. And what should be the ZL? I am just doing this. So ZL should be R minus JX. ZL, it should be
Hello.
minus JX. Yes. Hello.
तू देख मटन जहाँ से लिया था,
You can ask.
पहले
Then you have to make it
डोंगरे सर प्लीज अनम्यूट योरसेल्फ।
हाँ
वो
सर,
बीच में स्टूडेंट्स लोग हैं ना बड़बड़ कर, इसलिए मैं सबको म्यूट कर दिया था।
आप इंडिविजुअली कर सकते हो।
अच्छा, नहीं मैं ट्राई करता हूँ लेकिन हो नहीं रहा था यहाँ से, इसके लिए मैंने आपको बोला।
Okay. Okay. So this is what this shunt stub. Now we are going for the problem. Now we will solve one problem. You just take down problem. We'll go for the problem. Shunt stub. Now we will go for shunt stub problem. Now all of you, I hope that you are ready with the Smith chart, and you just go for this particular problem. Now in the problem, I'll read and you have to just write out the 2 points. This is single stub tuning network, and so same problem you have to solve on the Smith chart, and same we will go for the what you can say for the practical. Now this is what ZL in the given here, ZL is given. So ZL given is ZL. I'll read that. For a load impedance, ZL equals to, it is given 60 minus J80. 60 minus J80 ohm. This is 60 minus J80 ohm. This is what a ZL. Design single stub short circuited. Okay. Now here it is tell that short circuited. As I told, the open circuited is there and short circuited is there. So short circuited single stub to match a Z0. So Z0 is given to match with a Z0 load of 50 ohm line. So characteristic impedance is 50 ohm. Assume that the load is matched at 2 gigahertz. So frequency is given. So frequency is 2 gigahertz. Okay. So frequency is 2 gigahertz, and the load consists of the resistance capacitance. So whatever it is, so that can be considered. Now this is what the given. These two parameters are important, that is ZL and Z0. Here itself we can see that the 60 and 50, here is a mismatch. ZL is 60 and it is 50. Again, real part mismatch, imaginary part also mismatch. For Z0, imaginary part is 0. For load, the imaginary part is minus 80. So here we have to go for the impedance matching. Now impedance matching, all of you please just get your Smith chart, and we have to do it on the Smith chart. If you will not do on the Smith chart parallelly, so you will not understand anything. Now very first what we have to do, very first putting on the Smith chart, you just convert this into the normal. So ZL you just convert into the normal value. So can anyone just tell me what will be the normalized value of this ZL quickly? What is the normalized value of ZL? For normalization, what we do? We divide it by the 50. Why 50? Because 50 is characteristics impedance. So what will be this ZL? So this ZL, if I'll normalize it, what will be the value it will have?
1.2 minus
So quickly, 1.2 is correct. Minus
1.6 J.
J 1.6. Okay, J 1.6. Okay, so 1.2 minus J 1.6. So correct. So this is what the value you will get. Now what you have to do, you have to plot this, and what will be the Z0? 50 by 50, so it will be 1. Okay, so you have to plot these two value, that is 1 on the Smith chart, that is Z0, and this value, that is 1.2 minus J 1.6. So these are two value you have to plot on the Smith chart. Now all of you just plot this value on the Smith chart, and then I'll so this is what your Z0,
at the origin, and this is what your ZL, and this now we have to proceed. How we will proceed? Now for proceeding, as we know that this is what, which stub is this? This is the shunt stub. So for the shunt stub, what we require? We have to convert ZL into YL, and this Z0 you have to convert Y0. So Z0 to Y0, it is at origin, so it will remain as Y0. So 1, so 1 by 1, so this will remain the same point. So don't worry about the Z0 because it will remain the same point. It is having only the real part. Now this ZL as having the real and imaginary part. So what we are doing, convert this ZL to the YL. So what we have to do, you just take a line from here, draw a line from here, and it just extend to this way. Okay, so I'll try to do it by the freehand, but you people just do it by the scale or properly. So do it. So that is what the straight line passing through this, and whatever the length of this, that should be the length of this line. Okay, so where you will get the YL. So where you will get the YL. So you just, anyone just do it and give me the value of YL. So YL, you will get YL equals to, here it is 0.3, 0.3 and 0.4. 0.3, so this is the 0.3 and 0.4 is this. So here is the point. This is what it should be. So this is what your the YL, and it should be, you just verify you are getting YL equals to, this is 0.3 plus J.4, J.4. So this should be the value. You just connect it here. So this line, it should be, it will extend to this. Okay, so you just do it by the proper straight line. Okay, so it will go here. Now I hope that you people have did this much. If you will do this much, then what we have to do, you just take a rounder and just draw a round, that this round, as these are this from origin, from this point to this YL, this is the same distance, and from here it is the same distance. You have to draw it by the scale, and just draw a circle joining these 2 points, and let me know that on this circle, this is what this circle is. This is the circle where Z0 is there. So this circle. So this is what the circle, what I am trying to draw by the yellow. So this circle is the unity circle. It is called 1 plus Jx circle. So where this whatever the circle you are making, where it will intersect. Okay, so it will intersect at 2 point. That is at this one, and where it will intersect, let me know. Does anybody got any answer? You draw a circle, this circle, put your whatever this at this point, and draw a circle, complete circle. Okay, so I'll just switch over to this. So here, this is what the circle, what I mean. So you have to draw this circle as you got the YL. What we did, we have what we did just now, that just now what we did, that we will do. And here I'll show you the exact diagram what ZL and YL will be there. So this is what the exact. So this is what your ZL, what we did here. Now this ZL, this ZL, this is what your ZL. Now this ZL is, we have converted it to the YL. How? Because passing through this origin, and this is what YL. Now you just let me know what should be the value of YL that we have given. The YL is equals to 0.3 plus J 0.4. This value we got. Now what I told you, just put a rounder here and draw a circle passing through YL and ZL. Now if we will do this, this is what your unity gain circle. If you will see this, this is what your unity gain circle, this circle. Okay. So this I am making it thick. So this unity gain circle, it is intersecting. So it is intersecting, and these 2 points are there. So what are these 2 points? This is intersecting at Y1 and intersecting at Y2. So let me know what will be this point Y1 and Y2. So I'll just write here your Y1 equals to, it is 1. Why? Because it is on the this point impedance line I want. So Y1 equals to 1 plus something. How much is that something? That you have to find it out. And this Y2 is the lower point. So Y2 equals to 1 minus something. So why minus? Because Y2 is at the lower. So you just see here that whatever this Y1, it is, if you will see here, it is 1.4 and it is 1.5. So it is in between. So if you will see this, so it is 1.45 and it is beyond that. So Y1 is, if you will exactly locate and understand, so it will be J 1.47. This is what the impedance value I am saying. And as well as the same Y2 will be there, that is J 1.47. Both the value, ideally it should be equal. A little bit difference here and there is okay, but the exactly this value, it should be equal. This Y1 and Y2 magnitude will be equal. Only the difference is it is plus because it is at the top and it is at the minus. Okay. Now what next? Now the next Y1 you got and this Y2 you got. This is Y2. Now you just do put a line and extend it outside. So draw this line. Okay. So this line you are drawing and extending it outside from the y1. Same thing, you are drawing this line and extending it outside from the y2. So these are two things that you have to do. You just draw the line and extend it outside the Smith chart. And what you have to measure. So what you have to measure, that I'll just explain you that what you have to measure. This is what the two lines, you just draw it, and then I'll say tell you that what you have to measure. Now I'll just switch to this Smith chart. Now here it is more visible. Now on this Smith chart, I'll just focus on this part. Okay, so on this part, you will have this is what wavelength toward generator, this wavelength toward generator, this circle. Okay, now on this circle, what you have to do, on this circle where this 2 point intersects, that you have to find it out. Wavelength toward generator, what is this wavelength toward generator? It starts from 0, so this is 0, then it sorry, this is 0, it starts from here. Toward generator we are going, so you go from this side, so it is 0.04, this upper one, this 0.05, this 0.06, the outermost that you reading, that you have to refer. And if you will go for the lower circle, so it is wavelength towards load. This is wavelength towards load, and this is what the lower one. So we have to focus only on this upper one, what I have circle. Okay, now what you have to do, I'll come back here, and wavelength toward generator, what is the value for this YL? You just put here what is the value for this Y1 and what is the value for this Y2. So that you have to read, that you have to write here. So wavelength toward generator, so I'll write the values. So here for the YL I got something value. You just verify whether you got this value or not. That is 0.065 0.065 lambda, because it is in terms of the wavelength. It is not impedance, it is wavelength. 0.065 lambda. This is what the value here, as it is not visible here very prominently. So that's why I shown it in the previous Smith chart. I'll go back to this Smith chart. So here you just see whatever the YL, if this YL you have to extend. So if you will extend it, the YL, so you will get 0.065. So it will be somewhere here. It will be somewhere here. Okay. So whatever the things, if this line is extended outside, so it will be somewhere here, 0.065. So same thing I am showing it here, 0.065. Same thing is for this Y1. For the Y1, what will be the value? So you just tell me the value for Y1. So for Y1, it is 0.176. 0.176. So it is the value here, 0.176 lambda. Okay. And for the another, that is for the Y2. So here, so it is 0.325. 0.325. Again the lambda, as it is the wavelength. So this is what we got. Whether anybody has any question, let me know. Otherwise I'll go further finding out the values. Okay, so this is what I did. I'll repeat the entire process so that you can connect yourself with it. So this is what ZL, whatever the ZL is given in the problem, that we normalize. So we got the ZL equals to 1.2 minus J 1.6, that we plot here. This is ZL. As this is the shunt stub, not required in the series stub, only in the shunt stub. As the problem is for the shunt stub, so that's why we know that in the shunt we have to do the calculation in what? In terms of YL. So ZL will not be the reference, always your now reference will be the YL. Now this is what your reference, convert ZL into YL. How we convert ZL into YL? You just draw a line which is passing through origin, that is 1, and extend it outside, and take a rounder, make this round. So where this line will get cut, so this is what your YL. So your YL is there. So I have write the value of YL. YL is 0.3 plus J 0.4. So this will be your value of YL. Okay. And then what we did, due to this circle, you got this point, that is Y1 and Y2. How you got this Y1 and Y2? This is what the circle, that is what the unity circle on the Smith chart. So on this circle, it is intersecting this the circle what you are drawn by the rounder. So here you got this point Y1 and Y2. You can name the upper as Y2, lower as Y1, no issue, but have a strict nomenclature. Okay, so this is Y1, this is Y2 that we have decided, and whatever the Y1 we got, we have extended this line outside. Y2 we have extended this line outside. Then we have gone through the outer circle. Here the wavelength is we are going to measure. So wavelength, it starts from 0 and it will complete and come back. So it is 0.5 wavelength. So Smith chart is for the wavelength of 0.5. When you will go, so you will get this the wavelength for lambda, the position for the lambda, that is 0.065, and for Y1 that is 0.176 lambda, and for Y2 it is 0.325 lambda. Now these positions we got. Now what we have to do the next? Now as the positions of the lambdas are given, now we have to find it out D. Now what is D? Here it is mentioned. D is from D1. Now I'll go for D1. It is mentioned here D1. So from this point to this point, whatever the distance is there, so this distance is D1. Here is D1. It is mentioned here. So this is what the D1. So this is a D1. We have to find it out. How we will find it out? You just take a difference of these two. Difference of this and difference of this, because it is from this point to this point. Now if you will take a difference of these two, you will get D1. So what will be the D1? The difference of these two. So you just take the difference of these two. So what is, I'll just write here the D1. D1 equals to, this is what 0.176 minus 0.065. Okay, 0.065. If you will take a difference of these two, this will be your D1. So what will be the difference? That is 0. Magnitude doesn't matter because it is simply the distance, 0.11 and lambda. Both the values are lambda, so they are in terms of lambda. So this is the wavelength. So this is what your D1. D1 is how much? 0.11. Same thing you can calculate for D2. So D2 how? So take the difference of, again, now what is your D2? D2 is from here YL to there Y2. So here I will just do it by the another. So from here, so this is what, from here you are going and you are reaching here. Okay, so you are reaching here. So this is what your D2. So D2 you just do the subtraction. So your D2 is again the difference of what? What is this value? 0.065. Why 0.065? Because reference is YL, that we have to take. And another is 0.325 because it is for the Y2. Now take the difference of these two. 0.325. Again, these are in terms of lambda. And this 0.065 minus 0.065, both are lambda. And if you will take a difference of these two, so your D2 will be, how much it is? 0.26 lambda. 0.26 lambda. Am I right? Okay. So this is what the thing here. Now the 50% problem is solved. 50% problem is solved here. That is the design problem. That is the D calculation is done. So we have calculated the D. Okay. Now what is the remain? Remain is only the L part. Okay. So now how we will do for the L part? Now for the L part, that is the length. Now L part, I'll do all the L part by the red so that you can differentiate. Now in the L part, whatever this Y1, what is the value of Y1? Y1 is 1 plus J 1.47. So J 1.47, where is the point? Here is the point. Okay. Here is the, from here, if you will extend it means on the Smith chart circle of on the Smith chart circle of 1.47, on the Smith chart circle of 1.47, it will extend it. So when you will extend it, here is your L2. Remember, in front of Y1, this is your Y1. In front of Y1, here the L2 will be there. And in front of Y2, you will have the L1. Not the pair. Y1, L1, Y2, L2. This is not the combination. Combination will be in front of Y2, there will be L1. In front of Y1, there will be L2. Why this is so? Because you have the basic understanding, basic formula that the impedance matching is required the complex conjugate matching, plus minus. So if you will see here, Y1, what is Y1? The value, you just see here, what is the value of Y1? Y1 is 1 plus J 1.47. So what is the complex conjugate of Y1? Complex conjugate of Y1 is Y2. That is 1 minus J 1.47. And what is the complex conjugate of this? Is Y1. So Y1 and Y2 are the complex conjugate of each other. So that's why. And in the impedance matching, maximum power transfer theorem says Z0 must be the complex conjugate of ZL. So due to this, in front of Y1, you will have the L2. The length L2 you have to take. And in front of the Y2, you have to take L1. So this is what the maximum power transfer theorem. Always remember this. In front of Y1, that is the L2. Now, this L2, how you got L2? L2 is not by the straight line. By the straight line, we have find it out D only. Now, by on this the point, whatever this point is here, and here this way I am going. Okay. So for the R, I will go for on this circle, whatever this circle is there, this line is there. So from here on the Smith chart line, I'll go. I'll put here a mark, and from the center, I'll put a scale at the center and at this point, and I'll extend it outside. Okay, this I'll do from the center. So you will have the more accuracy. So this is what your L2. Now what will be the value of L2? Now you just read out the value of L2. So L2 will be whatever the value here you got for the L2, that you just read it out. So L2 you will get something, and L1 you will get something. Okay, so L2 and L1 you will get some values, Okay, so that values how much, if you are doing, just give me these values L1 and L2 so that I'll go further. Okay, so this value you have to read out. I'm not going to give these values because it is for you that you have to do. What next you have to do? This lambda value you have to calculate. You have to read it out, L1 and L2. Then what will be your L1? L1 will not be the only this value. So what you have to do? You have to just consider from this point. Okay, which point? Now here in the problem, you just remember what stub is shown here, what stub is told here. So here it has been told as the short circuited stub. Okay, so it is the problem. I'll just check the single short circuited stub. Okay, so the problem is for the short circuited stub. So for the short circuited stub, as this is the short circuited stub, you have to find it out the reference. What will be the reference? As we have taken from YL for D, YL to this point. So for this also you have to find it out the reference. So short circuited stub, I'll write here. Okay, so for the short circuit, if anything, if you will do the short circuit, what will be the Z value? Anyone? Can you give me the any one student can respond to this? If you will do the short circuit, what is the impedance of that particular network? Zero or
Zero.
infinity?
0.
Anyone quickly?
0.
If you will do
Hello?
short circuit of any network, any electric network, so what will be the impedance value? Whether it will be 0 or infinity?
Sir, it will be 0.
So your Z value, it will be,
Hello? आवाज आ रहा है?
okay, sorry. So it will be 0. Okay. And for the Y, why we have to go for Y? For the Y, if it is the Y, so it will be infinity. We are considering for the short circuit. For the short circuit, if the value of any short circuit, that will be Z equals to 0. And we have to consider for Y. Why? Because every calculation we are doing in Y, it is the shunt stub, so it will be the infinity. Now, as we have discussed previously, where is the reference? This is what the Smith chart. So we have to consider here where is 0 and where is infinity. So this point is 0 or infinity? Quickly, this point. Anyone? Left
This
hand
point
side
is
of
0.
it is 0, correct. So it is 0. And right hand side of Smith chart, here it is
Infinite.
infinity, correct. So it is infinite. Okay. So this will be your reference, and where you have to go? You have to go clockwise from this point. Okay. So you have to go clockwise from this point. So this is what your reference. So your reference point is how much? The reference point I have given. This is 0. If you will go back, now we are talking about this outermost circle only. Outermost circle only. So regarding the wavelength. So this is what your reference. So this is your reference point. Now from this reference point, you have to go to here. Okay. So this is what, sorry, you have to go till here. And this is what your L1. So this is what infinite. What will be the wavelength toward generator? What will be the value here? Anyone can give me the value quickly? Wavelength toward generator. What will be the value here? Outermost here.
0.25.
Correct. So it will be 0.25. So here it is 0.25 is the value, and you have to reach here till L1. So from this point to this point will be your L1. So you just tell me what will be your L1. Anyone here? What will be the value of L1? here
0.095.
here 0.095 is the answer, but here L1 is 0. This value 345 lambda. Am I right? This value I am reading, whatever
Yes.
the mark is there. Is it correct? Okay,
Yes, sir.
so this
Yes,
is
sir.
what this value. Now for the L1, now this is not L1 value, this is the value we are reading. Now for the L1, what is this? This is the reference. So you have to subtract this from 0.25. 0.25 lambda, you just subtract it. What you will get? L1 equals to, now what you say that is correct, 0.095. 0.095 lambda. This is what your value of L1. Similarly, you have to get the value for the L2. How we will get the L2? Now I'll just change the color for the, I'll take the another color for the understanding purpose, so that you can, now you have to take from here. Okay, so you just take till the L2. So I am going from this point, reference point, start point is same, and I'll go on the circle, and where I'll go for this L2. So this point. Now just tell me what will be this point, L2. Anyone?
Point 345.
404.
404. Okay. Any other? 404 is final answer. Am I right? Point 404
Yes.
or 40 final is final answer after doing the subtraction. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'll write the final
Yes.
answer. So you just, what is the value of this L2?
Point 345.
0.3 नहीं होगा.
154.
हाँ?
0.154.
0.154. Okay.
हाँ.
154 or 155, it's okay. And here this is lambda, and here this is 0.25. Okay, and the difference is 0.25. 0.25 lambda. Now what, you don't need to do the subtraction here. Why? Because if you will do the subtraction of 0.154 minus 0. This much, so you will get this much length. This, we don't want this. What we want? We want the half part and this part. So your complete Smith chart is how much? Is 0.5. So half Smith chart is 0.25. So if I will take the lower half, this is 0.25, and this much, that is how much is this? This. So I had to add this. Okay. Because why I had to add? Because I want this much and this, and your Smith chart starting point is from here. Okay. So this is what addition of this. If you will do the addition of these two, so you will get how much? This is L2. So your
126.
L2 equals to
0.2654. So, no,
no,
0.2654.
it is something wrong. ये zero नहीं है उसमें. This is, it should be this much.
0.154.
0.154. It is 0.154 plus this. So it will be 0.4. It will be 0.4405. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
0.405.
Yes, sir.
So it will be 0.005. 0.4
404.
404 or 405. Here you are taking 4, so then it is 4. In the book or somewhere else, it is 5. So this is what your answer. Okay. So this is what your L2. So you got your L2, you got your L1. So if you will have any questions in the strictly 1 hour, I have completed this. If you have any questions, so let me know. Otherwise, we can go for the practical. Any doubt, or if you want to repeat me, so let me know that also.
How did you mark that L2?
So we will stop here, and
So we can take approximate values, right?
uh,
Like in exam.
approximate value.